So I recorded some earlier. I think I'll probably re-record it. I'm off work today, and I've been uber unproductive, hence the fact that I'm sitting on a couch, which you can't see as I'm covered up because I'm freezing. Oh, and I'm tired. Oh, sorry. I'm so tired. Anyway, I wanted to read another letter that I have written. This is back in the February 2019 area. I don't have a date on it, which kind of sucks, but anyway, this is how it goes. Dear Tammy, I desperately needed to talk to someone today who could give me some insight and direction with everything that's going on, so I chose to speak to a pastor who also does some counseling on the side. We talked about our relationship from the beginning. I was very honest about things I have done wrong in our relationship, but also the things that you have done. We spoke about faith and love and trust and respect. We also spoke about deceit and control and talking the talk, but not walking the walk. More specifically, we spoke about the weekend when our worlds changed and what led up to that. There are a lot of things she told me that I had already prayed about and had received answers. She told me I had allowed myself to be spoken to the way you've become accustomed to when we're upset with something I have said or done. She said I have not had definite boundaries with you, and as a result have felt like I needed to make sure you were happy all the time. When things weren't cupcakes and rainbows, I would get quiet or irritable, hence your comment that I'm always trying to start a fight. In a normal and healthy relationship, the partner would have been interested in finding out and wanting to help the other feel better, not put them down further for not feeling okay. Both of us have contributed to us getting to where we are right now. This has not just been me. We both have to accept responsibility in that. I told her that we had been seeing your therapist that you have a history with. She said that she thought that seeing him was not a good idea. She said that she thinks that we should choose someone who does not have a history with either of us. She said it is unfair for me to come into a situation with someone you have been seeing for years. She said we will never be on equal playing grounds that way. I told her I always felt like it was Team Tammy when we go in there. I spoke a lot about the hurt I feel over the way you have acted towards me in front of the kids, and as a result, the boys do not respect nor want to be around you. She said that is very normal and a healthy response. She said that I am their mom, and they are obviously very protective over me. She said it's obvious that they love me very much too. She said that I shouldn't force them to forgive you. She said forcing them will only end up in resentment from them towards you and me. Sorry, my lips are so dry. She also said that until someone is a single mom, it is impossible to fully grasp what it feels like or sympathize with someone to be kicked and locked out of your house and screamed at to never come back. You will never get it. I have spoken to a couple of friends about what happened. The people I spoke to, one being Joni, who is her sister, said that they would have done the same thing, no questions asked. When you're a mom, you do whatever it is necessary to protect your kids, even if that means pulling them from schools and going back to where you feel safe, then that's what you do. I have had a lot of clarity being away from the argument and tension for a night. The kids have been calmer too. I would imagine it was probably pretty peaceful for you too. It also made me realize that I do love you, but I'm not going to continue fighting and feeling like I have done something wrong. I am going to work on myself. I am going to see Sally by myself, and if you're up to it, I'd like to find a therapist that does not know either of us to see together. I will not see Dorney with you anymore. I had made an appointment to see him Friday, but I am going to cancel it this morning. I am going to stay in Lexington again tonight. I will be back on Friday after the kids get done with school. I do want a relationship with you. I know without a shadow of a doubt that we can be great, but we both have to work at it and stay in our own lane. I love you. So then, let's see. This is after seeing Sally. I saw Sally last week, and I have another appointment scheduled for this week. It was good to talk to her. She helped me to put things into perspective. She helped me to realize that I am not an awful person, and it's not my fault. She agreed us seeing Dorney together isn't a good idea, but she did say we should find someone to see together if we are wanting to work towards a life together. I talked to her about feeling insecure and jealous of you hanging out with your ex or potentially doing things with other women in a quote-unquote talking or quote-unquote dating setting. She said if we are working towards a common goal of being together, neither one of us should be seeing anyone. Just because we aren't together in the same house all the time still means nothing, and we are still in a committed relationship, so we should continue acting that way. I talked to her also about reverting back to old ways and allowing myself to be spoken to in the way I have allowed you to. We agreed there's work to be done, but I can do it. All in all, it was a great session. I'm looking forward to the next one. Also, I signed up for an online course on healthy living and healthy relationships. It begins tonight at 9. I read the reviews. It's supposed to be pretty awesome. I do feel very insecure and uneasy with where we are right now. I feel the reason you wanted the weekend, whether it's warranted or not, is because you wanted to be able to go out and do whatever and not have someone to answer to. It makes me very sad that we are where we are. This isn't where I thought we would be, ever. I just keep praying and knowing that if we were meant to be, we will. Only God has that answer. I do know I love you and I miss you. I just want to wrap my arms around you and you tell me it's going to be okay. I want you to love me more. I want to work through our demons and to come out as a more united couple on the other side. I love you. So yeah, that's just about where I am. So, I mean, looking back on these, I feel the whole range of emotions. I feel very sad because we went through this from day one. I feel mad that I continued to do this. I realize that we are all where we are because that's where God wants us to be. But at the same time, I wonder how much time I wasted on somebody who obviously didn't give a shit enough about me to try fucking harder. So, anyway, it is what it is, and all I can do is move on. So, talk at you later. Bye.